All right, so for a quick check with all the wonderful participants who've joined us on time, can you let me know how you're doing? Maybe a reaction, maybe a text on the chat box. Sorry. You let me know you're here. Let me know how your day was. Pretty sure you would have had a long day at school, at college. Great. Thank you so much for responding. Glad to see you all responding as well. We'll be starting our session shortly. We're just waiting for more of our students to join in. My team will be posting a reminder message on the WhatsApp groups right now so that you can all join in on time. Requesting all of you to be a part of the Zoom rather than the YouTube live, but don't worry, all links shared here will also be shared on your respective WhatsApp groups. So that will also be there, but just waiting for everyone to come in. Okay, another 1 minute. I hope you are excited and ready for our last masterclass. This would be one more session where you get to interact with our amazing speakers who are here. And I hope you guys make good opportunity of this. For questions regarding the program, as in certificate, learning plan related, we will address them towards the end of the session. You still have the whole of today, the rest of today to submit your learning plans. So I will take up those questions once we finish the masterclass. So please hold those questions to yourself and they will be addressed towards the end. That will definitely be there. Um, Kindly remind your friends to join in for the session as soon as possible. We would like to start with a good count. I do understand, and I know that you're all familiar with receiving the recording, but nothing beats being here live for a session. So please ask your classmates, your friends, your batchmates to join in soon through the Zoom link or the YouTube link. Has said, I will be taking up program related and platform related queries towards the end of the session after the masterclass is over. So please wait till then and your queries will be addressed. So don't worry, this is your last masterclass happening right now. There will only be one more Career Connect that would be following this. So please do catch up on your classes through the links that are shared with you. Catch up on the deliverables as well. And we would love to have all of you receive your certificates towards the end and make sure that you actually received the good learning. So really hoping to see you all complete the program till the end and join us as we go through this journey. All right, so I don't want to delay because we've all had a good bunch of you join in the beginning of the session, although it's lesser than we had last week, but not an issue. I know that a couple of you are also there watching us live on YouTube. Please ask your friends to join in soon too, so that we don't have a delay further. With that, let me just start the recording. So good evening, students, to the yet another masterclass for our autumn PBL focusing on artificial intelligence. We are so glad that all of you young, innovative minds are here present to learn more on how you can create using AI. You've already met our speakers from the last masterclass, both Mr. Anupam and Mr. Vinod, with over 20 plus years of experience in their respective areas in data science, in AI solutions, and we've all heard their profiles in the last class. We're really glad and honored that we have such eminent speakers with us as well. So without further ado, I'm handing over the session to Mr. Anupam and Mr. Vinod. Over to you, sir.
Hey, hey, thanks everyone. Good evening. Uh, so I think we had a impactful session last week, right? So today I've structured the program such a way that uh, the students can create their own functional chatbot using a product called Watson Assistant, which is in IBM Cloud. All right. So first, I would like team to open their browsers, and if they can go to a, a website which I'm pasting it here, which is called cloud.ibm.com, right? No, there is no need of any credit card. Without credit card, you can do it, or you can add the details, but it won't get charged. Uh, can I know, is anyone able to see that? There are no referral codes as such. You can directly create your account there. If you have an email address, right? You can go to cloud.ibm.com and you can start doing things. Uh, Even a dummy credit card, or you can have the credit card added, or if not, what I'll do is I'll give a walkthrough. Maybe whenever you get a chance, you can create it. Okay, let me share my screen. Mm, I'm not getting a share option. Uh, yeah, now I got it. So if anyone able to log in, right, after creating the account, they will be seeing a dashboard like this. And within the dashboard, uh, either they can go and search for something called Watson X Assistant under the service, right? I would prefer selecting something which is US South, and just select for light version, which is free. Even if you have added your credit cards or debit cards, anything, it won't get charged. Watson X Assistant and a light version. Or if you're not able to do the login now, what I'll do is I'll share all the steps. Maybe post this session, you can go ahead and you can create that account and you can initiate a service and you can work on it, right? So here, uh, first thing I have selected a Watson X Assistant, then a light plan, which is a free of version. right? It allows 1,000 unique monthly active users to use this uh, chatbot, which is, I think, which is more than enough. We can start create our own chatbots using this. And the service name, I would prefer giving a meaningful name to the service. Say, I would say um, banking bot, for example, right? You can leave all these uh, as default values. When you click on create, right? So as we selected a light plan, it gives an upgrade option as well. But for now, it is no need. Uh, so what things we need to remember here is uh, for the initial version of the chatbot, we don't need to use this API key anywhere. But in future, if we want to uh, access this chatbot through some code, right? Means if we build our own website and if we want to integrate with our own UI, right? That time we would be needing this API key and this URL. For now, it's not required. So let me launch Watson X Assistant. Okay. So here what it is asking is, as we are saying our first assistant within this, right? You can give any name. Again, I'll say that banking bot for now, right? Next. It takes a bit time to instance get created on on IBM Cloud. You can leave all these things, or you can select for where you are using. It's a banking and financial bot. What you are. You can customize this web chat, but for now you can leave it, then create, right? So this is where the initial screen shows up. Now we have some things called generative AI. This is where we can hook in our LLMs. Uh, from Watson side, we have something called WatsonX.ai that we can add in, or you can bring your own model, or we can add OpenAI models or Mistral or Llama, right? Those. Next is actions. Actions is the one where we develop the bot flow, right? When any user comes and asks for any query, it provides responses, right? Those are the actions. Then preview. Preview is like just checking how our chatbot, whatever we build, is working. Then publish is to uh, publish this version to get into either uh, SIT or a UAT or a production kind of environments. And environments, again, as I said, it shows about what kind of environments you have: SIT, UAT, and production. Analyze is where we check how things are working. Whatever user is giving an input, whether correct intents are getting recognized, right? In the last class, we discussed about intents, right? Intents are nothing but the understanding of a model based on your request, right? Whatever you have provided, that inquiry, if a model understands, that would become your intent. Actually, what is the request all about is called an intent. So those things will be analyzed here. Now, I have prepared one document. I'll share this document with you. And this document has all the details of uh, how we can develop these actions and how we can use options for this chatbot to preview, right? Those stuff. But to start with, as in the last session, what we discussed was what are the uses of chatbots and the history of chatbots and all, right? Now, there we are good. I think we understood, right? What, what is the use of the chatbots? Now, when we are developing a chatbot, we need to think of personas, like who will be using the chatbots, correct? Because if I develop a banking bot, right, I need to think that that can be used by uh, all kind of people, whoever wants to have services from this bank, correct? Uh, it can be used by uh, 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 Gen Zs or millennials or even people who are above 50 plus or 60 plus years, correct? So whenever we start anything, we need to think of a persona. So persona is nothing but a user who is going to use it. So how much intuitive it should be, right? Or how easy for any user to use this bot. We should not confuse them, or we should not give multiple hops, or we should not give lengthy answers to uh, read uh, and understand. We should give very simple kind of a responses and some button click so that they can perform their inquiries more smoothly, or it should be more accessible to them. Correct. So that's where whenever we build any chatbot, we should think of some tools to build those, right? So that's what it said. Like, but more chatbots are a good way for you to naturally and effectively help your customers get stuff done. For now, whatever we are thinking, it's a banking bot, right? So in the banking bot, say for example, if a member comes and asks, uh, what is my balance? Or member says how to open a recurring deposit, right? So when we understand the inquiry, we should make sure that the responses are much easy, and we should give information as much as we can. We should not either bot should not think too much, or it should not take too long to produce the information, or we should not transfer it to a web page and say that okay, you go and get the information from these places. Majority of the time we should make sure that information is given within the bot itself, means the conversation needs to be happening like a two-way, and the information also need to be crisp, and it should be useful to the user, right? To do that, whatever the tools we use, those should be easy to implement, and also should have features which commonly used. Again, as a development wise, we should not take more time to develop and release it late, right? I'll skip this. So today again, what we are going to do is we'll see a basics of what's an assistant. Then we'll start creating one assistant, right? And also we'll create one conversation, then again we'll see how we can preview it, how we can check or how we can test it, right? To start with basics of a conversation, right? As I said, actions or the steps are the two things which we need to know before building a virtual agent or chatbot. Now, especially uh, actions are nothing but in this case, pay bill or lost phone or get invoice. These are the actions. So if a member can come and say that I want to pay my cable bill, right? Or uh, send me my invoice, please. When we utter something like this, the chatbot should understand the intent and it should tag it and it should have some action to perform, right? So, what is an action? An action is a problem or a task that your customer or user wants to resolve. Anything from paying a bill to getting an invoice, saying hello, he can check the weather, all that kind of actions within your chatbot. Now steps, right? Now the chatbot understood what member inquiry is all about and what it should do. That is what the step is. Here, the action has two things. One is intent identification and the step, what needs to be processed, right? So in the steps wise, we can design like this, saying that if a member comes and says, I want to pay my cable bill, what kind of account, either we can directly get the entity here. Entity is nothing but the cable, right? Payable is the intent and entity is the cable. So either we can directly identify and skip this question, or if member says I want to pay bill, so then we can ask member to choose what type of account. So this is called disambiguation, right? So member uttered something, but rather than bot taking its own decision, we are asking member what member meant for either cable or internet or a phone, what type of bill it is, right? Based on selection, we can continue. And these are the steps we have. Again, as I said, a step is the conversation. When a chatbot asks something, user will utter or user will provide based on user's input. Again, bot will respond. So that is the step, right? Now, to start with, I have all these given here. I'll share this document definitely. Uh, but yeah, uh, what we can do now is uh, let's build the first action, right? Uh, but before I go to the action, I would like to see any questions which are there. Any questions on action or a step before we get into the actual implementation? Okay, I think most of the question.
Yeah, so Binod, I'm taking care of the chat board, so I'm just scrolling up. If anything comes up, I'll respond.
Okay,
But
that's great.
you
That's
go
great.
ahead with
Thank
the
you.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So let's start. All right. Now we'll go. What we'll do is, so we'll create an action. Uh, in Watson Assistant world, there are two ways we can do it. One is we can start from the scratch, or there are predefined templates already given. For example, frequently which are needed for any kind of a chatbot, those are created here. Either you can select by industry or a topic, right? You can say that, see, for the account management and the banking, these are the common things. As I told you, check account balance is one of them, right? So we can import we can take this, but we can extend it later. So this is to quickly do what we can if it is an existing use case or already someone has solved it, right? But for now, we'll start this thing. We'll say pay bill. So in this pay bill, I'll write a few training utterances saying that want to pay my recent bill. Pay my mobile bill. I'm here to pay bill, right? So these are few utterances which we have trained the bot now. Now what happens is bot will understand that what are the questions or inquiries where member can ask uh, based regarding this pay bill, right? Now here we can say that when as a question, right? If you see the document, I want to pay my cable bill, please. All that stuff we have done. Now, stepwise, we want to do what type of, we need to ask member what type of account member is looking, right? For now, I'll take this. And within that, there are something called options where we can ask member what kind of buttons we need to show it. Right? Options where we can give options like cable, then credit card, then we can say something like phone, right? And again, say member can ask, say my mobile bill, right? There is no phone. So to make that understand, we can add synonyms for those, like mobile and credit card is like card, or I can say CC, uh, Dish TV, right? Or DTH. So if a member comes and asks a question regarding, say, a mobile bill, it automatically understand and it maps that information to phone as an option, right? Now, if we want to test it, there is something called preview, all right? Yeah, just a minute. Uh, sorry. Hello.
No, sir, you
Okay.
may
Okay.
continue.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Where is the share button now? I'm not getting a share button here.
So it's available on the taskbar below the green share button.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's hiding here. Okay, all right. So once we check the preview, right, I can say directly want to pay my CC bill. So there are no steps added to it, so it hasn't come up. But say want to pay bill, right? So intent is recognized as payable, and whatever we have created, it has come up. And based on these options, we can uh, offer member with additional questions, or we can say member to, or we can go and fetch information from APIs, or we can use a generative AI model to bring up certain information. For example, if it is FAQs, right? So we don't need to handle it here, or we don't need to configure it here. Based on members' input or inquiry, we can take that to a Gen AI model, and we can generate the responses. So there are multiple ways we can handle each member step, inquiry step, right? So for now, we can say we can create another step and say that, say for example, if right, uh, another step, what we'll do is if we check what is your account number, right? And uh, this again, we can handle what type of information where member would be providing. So we confirm that it is a number, right? And we can have validations also. A number should not be more than 6 characters, or we can add a regular expression saying that account number can be having alphanumeric or a format, right? Those things we can do it here. So that's one of the things. And there are two ways we can do it when this step can be called. uh, we can do it with conditions or without conditions. So is this account number needs to be asked for every input what member selected, or is this only for a specific input what member has chosen, right? So it all depends, and we can uh, do changes like this, say with condition, right? And this is what we have given in the step one, what type of account are we looking at, right? So here there are three things which has come up. The three options what we created, all these three. So for which option this question should be asked, correct? So say for example, if it is only for credit card, right, account number is asked, or is it only for phone number? So for now, I'll do it for cable. If a member selects cable, then we'll ask what's your account number, right? And that's how we have added one condition so that only this message will appear when member chooses a particular option, right? Then I'll add one more step. Uh, let's see, it is for with condition. Mm, So from first option one, we'll say for if a member wants to pay credit card, right? Uh, we'll say that let me get you to an agent who can help you pay your credit card bill, right? And we can say that once that is done, what, where we are going to take member to, right? No, sorry, wait a minute, not this. And the continue to step. So our whole intention is when member has chosen a credit card, the bot should not handle any request, but it should escalate or it should transfer it to an agent, right? So this is where we are saying connect to an agent, and if we create any integration, either backends can be a Salesforce as a tool, you can have it, or nice, or you can transfer it to a phone, right? We can integrate all these things. For now, I'm not doing any integration, uh, right? We'll leave it as it is, and we'll get connect to an agent, and the action says it ends there. It won't continue any further. Now let's create one more step again with the condition, right? Phone. Now phone. Uh, so here, uh, what we can do is, um, so we can say to pay your. So because we know the phone is an option selected, right? So there are multiple ways we can show the message. One, I want to show whatever the type which has been selected there, right? Uh, just head to online, our online portal, and I can create one assistant variable. And I'll leave it like this. Or you can have a link inserted. We can do things. For example, um, I'll remove this. So this portal, I'll highlight and I'll add the link here, right? So this is one way to represent that information, and we can do it, right? Mm, the better way we can handle is, I think this one we'll do it for again cable only. Phone wise, what we'll do is we'll add one more condition here. So, so either phone or Credit card will take member to a portal. For cable, right? Hmm, right. Now, if we want to try it, pay my bill, right? So if it is cable, then what we said was we are asking member to enter the account number. The number I'll say. So we'll say we are handing off to the agent. Say if I will say that pay my uh, mobile bill, right? As earlier we have tried Watson saying that you can get a variation of synonym for phone as a mobile, right? So it understood and it directly took member to this message, right? Now in this, we can do a couple of things more where based on member input, right? We can display information. So if say member uh, has selected this hmm, account number here, right? We can also see that. Let me get you to the agent who can help you with pay your bill of account, right? So account with whatever the input we have given here, that will be coming to here. Pay my cable bill, right? So whatever the input has been given, bot has captured that input and it started giving it here, right? This is one way of showing the information so that member would be knowing for which account number he is trying to connect to an agent, or if he's trying to pay the bill or something, right? This is how it can be done. Now, this is one uh, approach where it is purely deterministic, right? Where we are saying member can come, he can ask about a pay bill, and type of bills are these, right? And member enters something. Based on that, you should take a step where it should go. So this is a flow. Now uh, we have another type of chatbot rather than handling uh, each and every step as per the defined decision, right? We can go with another pattern called generative AI kind of information where chatbot takes the input. Based on the input, it can take its own decision there. There again, based on the response from a model, we can take a different path or a step, or we can leave that to a model to take the decision which path it should go. So that is called autonomous, and that autonomous thing is currently called as agentic AI, right? So for now, what I'm going to do is I'll connect to uh, what I'll do. I'll connect to an generative AI model, which is in watsonx.ai, right? Uh, for that, what I'll do is after this, I'll give a walkthrough on agentic AI, which is the uh, new pattern which nowadays every assistant will be using, and going forward, that is the roadmap for any chatbots or agents. Okay. So here, just simply I've created one sample action, right? So here, what we are taking, we are gathering some information how to call a model, right? First, we are checking which model we want to connect. I have added Google Flan or IBM Granite. Then based on that, we are asking how many tokens it should use to generate the response, right? So models, the new end models, they use something called tokens, and each token will be uh, cost wise. That's how the billing will be generated for the usage of any model, right? A minimum tokens, then how, what would be the temperature, right? If the high the temperature, then we get high the uh, better response or proper responses, right? And here um, we are asking what type of prompt we want to enter. So the prompt is nothing but the inquiry here, right? And we are doing a little bit of a streaming kind of a message. If you had seen a chat GPT, right? Each characters will be streamed one after another to give a effect that it is writing something or thinking something, right? So based on that, we are saying we are taking yes or no actions, right? So let me see this model. I'll go with Granite. So I'll say that 50 tokens. How many minimum tokens? Temperature one. So prompt wise, what we can say, uh, what are tokens uh, in LLM world? I hope everyone knows about LLM, right? LLM means large language model. Do you? Yeah, I'll say that I want to stream it. Tokens typically refer to the smallest units of the text that model is designed to process. These can be individual characters of words or words depending on the because I have given less tokens, right? It hasn't completed fully. Let me give it. generate 200, 150. Data tokens available. Yeah, so it is given some information, right? Um, but the thing is, this is not that accurate. No, it's not accurate. I think for trade, no. So it is hallucinating. I think we need to ground that model. I'm using a base model which hasn't grounded anything there. Uh, Tell me about what's the next. What's next dot AI? Yeah. So here, if you see, in the previous example, here it is purely a deterministic because we are saying that what it should do based on the member input or inquiry, right? There is a steps involved, and it is purely deterministic. But in this case, we just configured a model, and model is giving information for us based on what we have requested. In general, when we go and implement any chatbots for any organizations, right, there basically the models will be grounded and it will be responding to members queries based on the uh, functional need of that chatbot. Say for example, if it is if the chatbot functionality is healthcare, right? So if a member goes and says that my BP is high, right? So because the model is grounded to healthcare related, it understands that BP is nothing but a blood pressure. It won't think or it won't hallucinate uh, saying that it is a British petroleum, right? BP is not British petroleum, it's BP is a blood pressure in the context what member is coming from. And the bot we have designed or trained or grounded or the prompt which was given to the model to fetch the information, to generate the information, is purely on the healthcare related. So it is only bounded to the information regarding healthcare while it is generating these responses. So it understands that member is talking about uh, health related. So it takes BP as a blood pressure, right? So that's where the models can be grounded and prompts can be tuned so that uh, we restrict models to provide information or we avoid models for any hallucination, right? Okay, I'll stop here for now regarding this Watson X assistant. We can discuss on generative AI or agentic AI. Let me bring up the slide deck. Okay. Um, again, my share button. Okay. Yeah. Right. Anupam, is my screen visible?
Yeah, Vinod.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So till now, whatever we have seen is more on the deterministic path, right? So we know what it should be or how bot should respond. But the thing, the side effect of that is we are restricting only for few cases, or we are restricting for bot to perform only specific actions, and within that actions only few steps. Now, in the world of GPT models, or in the world of agentic AI, right? Now bots has a lot of autonomous things which it can think of, and it can provide information without hallucinating or without uh, losing the context. Even nowadays, bots has memory based on a member's previous or user's previous interactions. It refines the response and it provides the information to member or a user query, right? Now, in the field of generative AI, agentic AI is the most prominent topic today. I think you must be seeing a lot of buzzword or uh, saying that future is agents, right? So now I'll give a walkthrough on the AI agents. This presentation defines AI agents, how they differ from existing chatbots and assistants, and how they come to be such an important topic. And the presentation will then demonstrate how organizations are responding to agents and what they need to order to develop high quality agents for enterprise use cases, right? Also, this includes IBM's agentic AI strategy, and also we'll give a walkthrough on how Watson X Orchestrate, uh, IBM has it. Watson X Orchestrate is a new gen uh, orchestrate platform where you can hook into a model, uh, Gen AI model, and you can create agents. Uh, Either within the agents, again, they can be deterministic agents where we have set of tasks which we can give it to agent to perform, or we can use autonomous so that agent can think and it can collaborate with other agents to perform a task, right? So in this AI building blocks, right, to the future, we'll first start off with a quick overview of building blocks of assistants or agents. So like with most things, it start off with data, right? Data is pretty much the foundation of all of this. If you have clean, high quality, well structured data, this sort of dictates how well your solution is going to perform, correct? So on top of the data sits our models. Models where uh, they can be any type of large language models, vision models, uh, predictive that leverage data, right, to perform certain tasks. Uh, then on top of the model sits the agents and assistants. Assistants are for more simple, straightforward tasks that are deterministic. Agents are for more complex solutions where the agent will autonomously handle the different processes, right? And among all of these, we have a governance saying that AI solution is used is being used in a fair and ethical manner, right? That aligns with your business goals. So, to give a real life example, think of a data as your raw materials. Models are the machines that use raw materials. Uh, Assistants or agents are workers, and governance is the quality check. And use cases are the various different products that are manufactured in an organization, right? I hope this has given a clear picture of how these building blocks are used to build any new generative uh, AI based agents, right? Now, uh, so sim to s- so similar to what we have mentioned earlier, models is where the journey started. All models were built for certain specific tasks. You can ask it a question and it can respond, correct? And now later on, uh, assistants that leverage the model and can perform simple tasks that are human defined, like deterministic tasks that follow a flow. For example, uh, like a phone assistant that might pick when you call an insurance agent or a doctor's office. Based on your answer, it will route to, or you can sort it based on intelligence structure. You can structurally guide them, right? Now finally, there is an agentic stage, most advanced solution, and define what you want to do, and the agent will plan and take action on the plan, as well as reflect on it. And as I mentioned earlier, it does the autonomous as well. It can be multiple or a single step if you see the diagram, right? Uh, but these are all done by the agent. You can also have multiple agents who talk to each other to provide the solution that you're looking for. Say, within your team, you collaborate and discuss and do a specific project, for example, right? That is a task for you. So, similar way, uh, agents can be collaborated uh, based on their tasks, and they work together and they provide information uh, without any rule based or structured steps or anything, like an autonomous, with autonomous thinking, uh, they can complete a task, right? And here, one of the thing is based on each agent's response, it also self corrects it, saying that, okay, maybe this agent has provided me an information which is not sufficient, which I need to call another agent to fetch the proper information or particular information. Or if this agent is providing this kind of information in next in future request, this is not the agent can be used. So it decides, it auto learns, right? So that's the part of agents nowadays. This is how the typical agent works, right? So uh, if you think of an agent as this gray box, right, that's the large language model, which is essential, which you can think like a brain, right? Depending on the question, it will come up with certain steps to resolve it. Tools are nothing but uh, those are the tools can be used to call a API and fetch information, or to get some structured data or unstructured data from your documents, right? Uh, and it also can bring up certain visualized responses back. So, for example, if you ask, say, a refund from a store, right? Uh, uh, my first check. So the agents will think they need to first check the refund policy, and it should determine that if your request is within that refund policy or not, and then it checks to see your item is returnable or not, right? Generally, you see this in Amazon, correct? So then it passes into the tool to that decides if a refund is allowed or not, and then based on that, it may need to route you to a customer agent, or it can uh, take a call whether that refund can be processed. So this is how the agents can be autonomously uh, take a step or a decision, right, based on the information what it has. I'll skip all these things. Now coming to, we are talking about agents, right? No, so i- if we try to build an AI agent, right, there are several components you need to consider, right? While considering an agent to build, first we need to understand what is that knowledge which we can provide to an agent, right? Then task, what that agent should do, right? What should that agent takes care of. Then behavior, how it should perform, right? Now, with these things, knowledge wise, knowledge is nothing but the data, whether it can be searchable through an say a structured data which is sitting in a tables, or unstructured data which is having within some documents or something, right? To pull up that, we need to have a search, then a glossary. With this information, it goes and fetches that. Now, tasks wise, it, previously I mentioned, right? It is like uh, tool. Tasks are nothing but tools to perform any task, where either it can calling an API by providing some authentication, post that, uh, formatting that API response, right? Or a task can have a collaborator where it can call another agent, right? A single agent, if a single agent can't take any decision, it can call another agent to get that task completed. Behavior, it's kind of like a prompt, I would say, where we are providing a guideline saying that you're a helpful healthcare assistant for providing information related to XYZ, right? So that will become a guideline for that agent. And another one is trigger, like when to trigger, uh, based on these guidelines, how these triggers can be happen, right? This I will skip. Okay, yeah. So if you see here, right, this tool wise, we won't be able to access orchestrate, but I just wanted to uh, show a demo of it. So whatever we discuss now, first it has a knowledge, it has a tool set, it has a behavior, right? Now, knowledge, say here saying that knowledge base contains information on employee onboarding information as well as the job role. Then the, sorry, 1 minute. So if you see here, right, new hires training.pdf. So there is a document which talks about new hires or new hiring. That's what this bot we have developed, right? Regarding hiring information and all. So those. details like a policies wise, it is there here. So this bot will read the information from this document and it provides the information. And if it needs any further details, right, there are certain tools like one, benefit agent, policy agent, right? So, sorry. Yeah, behavior wise, if you see, this is the uh, prompt or guardrails which this chatbot has. What we are saying is the agent should respond to onboarding, policy, benefit, and training related queries from user. Only that's it. It won't go beyond this, or this is the boundary which we are laying for this agent to perform, right? So that's where we have given the guardrails here. Now, if you see the input, right? What we are asking, what are my onboarding date? What is my onboarding date? Then we are asking for some name. It goes and fetches information from backend, and post that it also reads information from both onboarding policy document as well as from the backend, and it gets that information that that person's onboarding date is this. So here it is not a purely autonomous, but the thing is the flow is only defined, or the steps are defined based on the prompt and the tools and the knowledge what we have provided here, right? So this is nothing but an agent. Now, if we have multiple agents and if we create a collaborator agent, that collaborator agent will communicate with other agents to perform their task. Sorry, is there a question? Can someone go on mute? Okay. So that's where I was talking, right? The collaborator agent. So collaborator agent uses multiple agents. So here we have a profile. The knowledge is fine. Behavior. And we are saying show agent. It goes and it invokes other agents to get that information. It is not only a single agent, it is coordinating with multiple agents. So what it checks here is, first it checks the joining date. Based on the joining date, it says service, and it brings up this information saying that okay, you are eligible for these paid leaves. Now, as a complete demo, so whatever we have seen till now, right? These are the kind of assistants which are being deployed in organizations where, especially for the HR team, right? You don't need to have uh, a massive team to handle employee inquiries or employee questions. In day-to-day life, day-to-day things, employees will be having a lot of questions regarding their payroll or their leaves, their policies, right? So rather than having a HR team sitting and working on those, now most of the organizations are deploying these kind of agents, and those agents will help members 24/7. There is no time limits or There is no channel preferred. There is no channel, right? Even these chatbots are nowadays with WhatsApp. These chatbots are there over phone, IVR, right? Interactive voice. And then these chatbots are there within your company's uh, chat messagings, right? Like Slack or Teams. So this is a complete demo of HR system where member can come and ask regarding his the query here is give me details about my onboarding and course recommendation for my job title. So here now there are multiple agents got fired in background. One is pulling up his hiring date, hiring information. Then another agent is fired to get policy details. Another agent has fired to bring up course details, like what kind of courses he should complete, right? Can you add these courses to my learning queue? Say within an organization, if they have a learning paths, right? So all these gets added in the background so that an employee can complete whenever he gets the time. So if you see here, right, most of the things what uh, employees are gaining is one, time. They don't need to spend a lot of time to go to multiple pages within an organization and do their stuff. It can directly, with a one single utterance, a task can be taken up and it can complete within few seconds. And also see that the context is also changing. It is not only on the same context where uh, user started. He is changing. First he went, he asked something, then he asked learning, then he asked something on vacations, then now he's asking about benefits coverage, right? Yeah, he asked benefits coverage is available, and it's saying that based on certain criterias, these kind of benefits you will be getting, right? And everything is generated, but before generating, it reads documents, it goes to APIs for fetching information from some sources, right? And it produces these details back. I'll stop here. Uh, Anupam, do you want to show it on Watson X Orchestrate or how is it?
Yeah, I can share the orchestrate thing. I can show them some of the thing.
Hmm,
But before that, most of the question were related to this credit card issue. So I suggested them that without credit card, it is not possible to log in even in the Azure or in other one. So the card will not get charged, right?
correct, correct.
But so they are asking for some offline. So I suggested them to use some Olama or some other offline tool in case they want.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Olamar running offline, they need to have a high-end systems.
Yeah, high
So
instance memory.
yeah, because it takes a lot of resources to run it. Uh, I can show that as well.
Yeah, I also can show. Let me share my screen. I can quickly show them the version orchestrator.
Yeah, please.
And let me log into the Watson Assistant first. Ding. Mm, 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 mm. Japan. I'll quickly show you one of the chatbot that I recently created using the orchestrator because of the time constraint. So I will explain you. This is a very much simple steps in the Watson orchestrator. You can easily create this chatbot using the agentic AI, and the steps are very much pretty much simple, and you just have to write some English words and all those things. Let me quickly show you. Let me log in first. Yeah. So let's go to the manage. Just a minute where I land. Yeah. Agent builder. So if you go to the agent builder, already I have created some of the agent. Okay. Now I will explain you each of the individual agent that I have created and quickly show you also each of the agent. So my use case is pretty much straightforward. A user will come and he will enter his health problem. And once he enter his health problem, there are multiple agents who are linked with the supervisory agent will start acting on it. Here my this health advisor is my supervisory agent. All the requests will route to that agent first, and then based on the user input, it will call the diagnostic to do the initial diagnostic. And once the diagnostic is done, based on the criticality of the patient condition, it will either contact the doctor, it will either contact the nearest hospital, it will either contact the medicine prescriber. So let's see one by one how this agent, each of the agent work. Now first open the diagnostic agent. This is a sub agent. So if I open it, you can see that what I have specified over here in the description section, the same get repeated in the behavior section. And at the top, you can see we are using that Llama 3 450 billion instruction model. This is the model being used. Now, these are the basic things. Now, what I have done is associated one Excel file with the diagnostic agent. The Excel is having a mapping that if the user is suffering from this, then the potential cause may be this. It should be the BP should be this. These data are there in the Excel file, and we have exported it as a knowledge base. See, I have uploaded this as a knowledge base over here, and this is acting as a RAG. And at the end, if you see the behavior, what I have specified that you are an helpful agent who will analyze the user input and do the diagnosis, pulse rate and general health condition under mandatory, and if not specified, ask the user before doing any diagnosis. So if the user doesn't specify his own, just specify the only his health condition and does not specify his blood pressure or the heart rate, anything, then it will automatically, the model will ask if we give this type of prompt. This is called the prompt engineering. Once BP and the pulse rate and the general health condition are available, then only you will generate the output. And in case any of this information is available, not available, you have to ask the user. Use diagnostic agent. I have now specified which are the different tags and the tables you have to use in the Excel. And this is how I have configured the diagnostic agent. Now, next agent that I have created is pretty much same as a diagnostic agent. This is a medicine prescriber agent. If you see, again, there's a description. There is also a knowledge base for each of the type of symptom that the user is suffering from. I have created an Excel which medication out of the counter medication we can render to the user. And then also I have specified what here you are an helpful agent who will provide possible cause, common medicine, and the prescriptions to user when asked about a specific symptom. You will use the data only from the knowledge base as an Excel file is uploaded over here. Now the other two agents are also very simple. These are very much straightforward. One is the doctor search. Where is the doctor search agent? Nearest hospital. Okay. Health as measure, diagnostics. Okay. Yes.
Prescriber,
Nearest
the
hospital.
nearest hospital.
Yeah. So it is what I am saying over here, that you are an helpful agent who will provide the list of hospital in the cities in the locality. If your input doesn't contain any city related information or the location information, ask the user. You will take the user from you will take the data from the internet. So based on your city and the location, this agent will search the internet and will get the nearest hospital. So I'm instructing here using this prompt, and the model being used is this 450 billion model, and it will automatically pull the data from there and will generate the response. Now at the top, what I have done is the health advisory agent. Where is that health advisory? Yeah. So this is a supervisory agent. So what I have done over here is I have specified that diagnostic agent, nearest hospital agent, and the medicine prescribed agent are the sub-agent which this agent will use to generate the response. So once the user input is received by this agent, particular health agent, that is the health advisor agent, it will route to different type of other sub-agent that is tagged to this, that is this three, the diagnostic agent, nearest hospital agent, and the medicine prescriber agent, to get the required output, and then club all the output and then send it back. So I have specified in the prompt like that. You are an helpful agent who will interact with the other agent to send the response back to the user. First, greet the user with a welcome message asking for his health condition, BP, pulse rate, and which are mandatory. First, you will use the diagnostic agent for diagnosis. Then you will use simple cases, use the medicine prescriber agent for to get the response. For medium complex cases, consult a doctor, and based on the output of the diagnostic agent, determine the specialty and call the doctor search agent. And for the complex cases, call the nearest hospital agent. Now let's see how it works. I am already selected the health advisor agent. So I'm typing over here. I am having headache with BP of 120 by 80, and my pulse rate is 70. So let's see how the agent responds. So see, what is your health condition? Good. See, these are the different agent that is getting called. First response is coming from the health advisor agent who is asking what is your health condition. Good. So now if you see the stepwise different, uh, so multiple agents are getting called. Diagnostic agent is getting called now. Then once the diagnostic agent is getting called, then it will generate the output. Let's wait for the output to be generated from here. Based on the diagnosis, it seems that the headache is not directly related to our blood pressure or the pulse rate. However, I would like to know more symptom. Can you please tell me how long you have been experiencing this headache? For last 2.5 hours. Last 2 hours. See, it is very much interactive. It will ask you the question, and most of the question are being asked from the model with the trained data that it is having. Generating the output. See, it has given all the responses. That is, based on your diagnosis, it seems that a headache could be due to the tension, dehydration, migraine. Tension, maybe what you can do, dehydration, what you can do. It is good idea to consult a doctor to rule out any underlying medical condition maybe causing. Would you like to suggest some doctor in your area? Yes, if I write yes, it will suggest me some doctor. It is asking for city. It is asking me to visit this hospital to assess my actual condition. And it is asking me to suggest some neurologist over there because I'm having a headache. If I give yes, it will ask, go over the internet and fetch for the neurologist. It is asking for my locality. If I give my locality, it will suggest some neurologist who are practicing nearby my area. See, it is giving list of neurologists who are practicing near my area and where they are practicing. So this is how it works. So it's very much simple to create using Watson Orchestrator, a simple chatbot. Just using the prompt engineering, you can create. This is what I want to show you. Now, Binod, if you want, you can guide them on the Olama, or we can take the questions.
No, I think Olama and all, either Olama or the LM Studio, it needs a lot of resources.
Yeah, a lot of memory they need.
Yeah, no, I think we can take questions if
Yeah,
they
we
have.
can take the questions now.
Any questions on agentic AI or generative AI, which we want to know better or understand more?
Think they have an issue with this Watson Assistant login and all those things, so that cannot be. Most of the questions are related to that. I answered them that
Yeah, definitely they need to have one
credit card.
credit card which they can use, but it won't get charged.
Yeah, some question. Lot of other clouds are there. So it's not necessary that you will use the IBM cloud. Azure also provide the same. AWS also have the provision for creating the chatbot.
So, agentic AI is the concept, right? So that concept has been there in all hyperscalers. It we can do within AWS. We can do within OpenAI. Right? Recently, OpenAI launched their uh, flow generator. Right? So uh, Google has it. GCP has it. Uh, So it's not only on IBM cloud, it can be done in all hyperscalers. Can we connect an agent AI that create using Watson with WhatsApp or any chat or mobile? Yes, we can. Yep. See, all is what we can do, we need to do is we need to use the integrations what is provided with Watson, and we can have them either in WhatsApp or what is this Slack, Teams, Microsoft Teams. Yes, with messaging channels, you can have that. Yes, the document I have it. Yeah, I'll connect with and I'll see how this can be shared.
Binod, we have to mail it to them and then we'll send it to share with them.
Okay, sure.
Any
Okay.
further question?
There are no further questions.
Then we can wrap up the session.
Yeah, yeah, we can go. Just time back.
Students, are you sure that you don't have any more questions? If there are no more questions, we will wrap up. But do remember, this is your last couple of minutes with our speakers. So if you have any questions, please let them know right now. Related to the topic, program related questions, I will take up towards the end.
Yeah. So there are a couple of questions that pops up. Is the 30 days trial is enough? Definitely it's not enough, but you will have some basic understanding on 30 days so that you can use your knowledge. But it goes on changing, right? So the things are changing very fast. So after 1 year, maybe some new things comes up. But anyway, 30 days will be sufficient time for you to have a good start. Mhm. What is the final assessment for the when do you have to? Mm.
And I think regarding the assignment thing, right? Maybe can we connect and discuss on it? I'll provide something.
Sure, sir. Yeah, sure. We can let me know by tomorrow. That also works.
Yeah,
Okay. Students, any more questions regarding today's topic, regarding the class that was taken? Any of that regarding your deliverable two, as well as attendance will be shared towards the end of the session. Deliverable two, we will be sharing tomorrow with you all. So please brush up on the topics that were taught in the past 2 days. Any other topic related question? Okay, so I don't think we have any more questions. Okay.
Okay, then thank you all.
so and should I send you? Can you send me an email so that I can reply back with this document, which
Sure.
will
So
be
you can just
helpful,
send
right?
it to the email that we've been using, the same thread that we've been using
Yes.
for confirmation.
That Ujama CSR box, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Okay then.
Mr. Anupam and Mr. Vinod. It's been two amazing master classes with both of you, and it's been a really great experience. And I hope the students were also able to have a good learning regarding AI.
Thank you.
As
Thanks a lot.
much as I do see your enthusiasm for the attendance link, students, please take this time to thank our speakers. You can mention it on the chat box. You can react using the reaction options. This will be the last day they would be interacting with you. So thank you so much for the time, valuable time that you spend with us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Vinod and Mr. Anupam.
Thank you all. Thanks all. Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you, sir. So you may drop off, so I'll just get some queries done with the students right now.
Okay, fine.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, students. So this is a time we'll just take another 5, 6 minutes to deal with our student related, program related queries. Those of us who are joining us on YouTube, I kindly request you to join us on Zoom for any questions to be clarified so that I may end the stream over there right now. So I hope the students who are here will join us on Zoom. All right. So coming to